Hey, and welcome back to More Talking, Less Thinking, where we talk more so you think less, with your hosts, Millie and Macaulay.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. Today we're going to talk about life after school. Well, got a few topics we're going to discuss, but
Especially our
mainly
topics.
life after school, the transition from
Not our
being
topics, our experiences
yeah,
from school life transitioning to adult life.
the transition
Because,
from being 16 to 18 to being 21
to now being where I am today.
to now
Where
being
we are
25,
today.
where I am today.
Yeah,
Wild.
crazy road.
Yeah,
Start from the top.
start from the very top. So, what would you like to go into first? In fact, I've got a question for you.
Oh, go on.
What were you going to say? You're going to say you've got one for me?
No, actually, I won't say that one.
So I'm gonna say, because obviously I know you left school during COVID.
Yeah.
Do you think because you left school during COVID and like it just felt a bit shit that impacted your transitioning into college, and then you felt like more scared? Like, do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, that's a good question, actually. I don't think about that. But,
How much support did you obviously with it being
yeah,
COVID?
true, actually. I wouldn't say that was the main reason why I probably didn't go to college.
Yeah,
I think my main reason why I didn't go to college is just because I think I was just too shy and
yeah.
just too scared, really, to do it.
Mm.
But no, I wouldn't say because of COVID, but
No, but I
I
mean, do you
would
think
say,
because the lack of support during COVID?
yeah, I feel like there weren't that much support during COVID
Yeah,
because it was too focused on obviously
ever
like
getting out
COVID and
to just yeah.
it was too big of a thing to feel
Because you didn't have a
like
prom.
and I feel no, I didn't have a problem and I feel like it's college shut. Did it like
Yeah,
close down? Like they closed down for a bit
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Well,
when they
everything did
reopened back
it.
up I feel like it were like starting again. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It
yeah,
weren't like but I feel like when we were in school, we were still thinking like teachers were still talking to us about college and things and saying
yeah.
because they didn't even know either though like how it were gonna
Gotta go
go.
out.
Like
Yeah,
I remember like being in class and asking like they were like saying oh we might be off like this week and not coming back for the rest of the week, but then it turned out like we didn't go back at all for us like all year 11. We didn't even
yeah,
do
yeah,
GCSE, so I feel like they didn't actually know enough to give us enough support anyway.
yeah.
But to
But
answer your
do you feel that
question,
though that's why you like went into a job though, found a job straight after school instead of thinking,
yeah,
oh, I need to go to college because they weren't that like they weren't open. You weren't able to just go for them transition
actually,
days
yeah,
to
I would
see
say
like
that possibly, yeah, because there
yeah,
weren't. I couldn't go to like transition days and stuff
yeah,
without it being a big ordeal, obviously with
yeah.
COVID and
Masks.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, to answer your question, actually, I think yeah,
yeah. I was just
would
thinking. I feel like because maybe if not like if it weren't COVID, because everything happens for a reason.
yeah,
So probably won't be here if you went to college,
true,
but
yeah,
like you'd be alive. But
yeah, I would be
just
alive
possibly not
hopefully.
doing this. But I feel like yeah, it probably would have stopped you from making them. Because I remember when I was going to college, I feel like if it would have been all COVID kicking off, I
Yeah,
feel like I'd just been like,
it does.
this
I
is
feel like
too much.
yeah, it does like step back. 'Cause
I'm not
obviously,
going.
like even at home, like you weren't allowed to step out
Yeah,
your
yeah,
house, so
yeah, yeah.
like
But they needed money and they
yeah, and
needed
like
to
all
like do
that. Like
something.
even when I did get a job, so when I did actually get a job after school,
Yeah,
there was obviously a time where everyone were indoors, so I couldn't apply for a job, or it wouldn't have been the right moment or beneficial for me to apply for a job at that time. But when it did,
plus you're
like
16 as well, so it's
yeah,
like
true. I didn't even know what I wanted to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
I were a bit confused as well. Like I didn't, because we'd left halfway through. I still didn't know what I wanted to do
yeah,
at college,
yeah,
and I thought if I just go and do like health and social, I might not like it.
yeah,
And then there's also that we're just too scared to do it. But now I wish I do go to college. I did. Now I wish I went to college. So anyone out there is thinking
yeah,
that they don't want to go, I do wish that I went. But also that's what I'm gonna say. When I went to like I had a job after college. Sorry. I had a job after school, and
yeah.
then like I had a warehouse job, and then after that I had a cleaning job at my old school, and then there were a teacher there who were able to get me back into college. So there's always like there's always your time's always gonna come. Do you know what I mean? So like
yeah,
that was good. Like I still didn't do it, but like
yeah.
that would have been great. I still didn't go, but that would
Yeah,
have been great for me. Like having to think, oh no, there's
yeah,
no options, I can't go, or to like not wanting to go, and then to go like a few years later, because it was we're like 19
yeah,
to get obviously offered to go back to college and do a place,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
still didn't go. But
I feel like you can go
yeah,
to college for free at least once until you're 25, so you might be able to still be able to go to college for
yeah,
free.
true,
I think there's like a.
true. I
I
feel
might be
like
wrong though.
I've got my business
Yeah,
set
no,
out,
but you
so
could. That's what I mean. Could do business. Could
true,
do
yeah.
some.
Well, actually, I've heard businesses for yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
true. Our
But
Ava's just said that she's not really interested anymore.
oh yeah, true. Actually, shit's a
But
bit
yeah,
hard.
I get what you mean. I think when you have to go to get a job. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
What were you doing in lockdown?
Working.
Were
I
you?
did an
What work?
apprenticeship.
Yeah.
What
Well,
did you
what
just
did
say before? You said something about, and I was just thinking about the transition from like your jobs.
also from my first job to my first job was so I left school halfway through lockdown, so like
Yeah,
2020. Didn't have a prom. I didn't go to work for like two. I think no, not 2 weeks. I think it was like a month or two, and then my sister worked in a warehouse job. So then I went
oh
and worked with
yeah,
my sister. To be honest, I feel like I did just go there. Like same again. Like I just
easy.
went there because yeah, that's what it was with me. Because I was too scared to like
Yeah,
interact, too scared to socialize. Like
yeah. Start with new
yeah, it's true.
relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
yeah,
start new, start fresh, speak to new people.
yeah,
But I think as I've got older, I've got better with that. I would say anyway,
yeah.
because I'm quite.
I feel like it is still scary though. I can
Yeah, but
remember
it is scary. Like
when I was
like
doing
going
it.
into a workplace, like
Yeah,
me
yeah.
transitioning from
There's already work
yeah, like
relationships already
yeah,
like going
going
on.
on, and then
Yeah,
you're like stepping into that, not knowing what to
yeah,
do. Obviously,
yeah,
my sister had already been there for a few years, so she did kind of help me know what to do. And then
yeah.
I had some of my sister's friends, but yeah, it weren't like it didn't. Mm, I didn't learn anything from that job. I'm just trying to take away what I learned from that job.
There'll be something. I feel like you
I would
probably
say yeah,
learn a
because
bit of
no,
people skills and
yeah,
stuff
definitely.
like
I
that.
think working in
A
group
team.
skills, yeah, like
Yeah,
much because you had to work like so consistent with someone for
yeah.
8 hours,
So
and you have to
close.
teamwork because if
Yeah, yeah,
they do something, then you've got to do something to follow on, like
yeah,
packing
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
for like a shop and stuff. So I feel
yeah,
like yeah, teamwork. I've built on my teamwork
yeah.
skills definitely.
Like how it is to be a part of a team. Like you can't just
Yeah,
slack because then
yeah,
obviously it
true.
does
But I didn't
ripple
like the
effect.
job at all. I feel like it were alright. I think for the first few months for me because I was getting
Did
money
you get
and
that
it.
in COVID?
Yeah, so I was. So I
Yeah,
went. I was working in lockdown, but like
yeah.
not. It weren't like major. It weren't like the peak of it.
Oh
I
yeah,
weren't like it was
yeah,
still lockdown. It were when
yeah.
your
You actually still
restrictions
work.
got like brought more, so you could see 6 people instead of two
Yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
Like it were a bit like that. So it weren't properly in it, but um yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now. I forgot what I was saying after that. But yeah, I just didn't like that job overall. I think I
Mm.
liked it. That's what I'm gonna say. I think I liked it because I was earning money from
Yeah,
school, and I didn't obviously earn money.
yeah.
So when you earn your own money, you're like, oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god,
this is
yeah,
amazing. So I'll
yeah.
stick it out. But then no, I didn't really like the job. I think it was just too. To be honest, there was dramas going on in there as well.
Yeah.
Just too
God, all
much.
jobs
Like
have
it was
bloody
still like being
drama.
back at school. I had a few work people
Yeah.
there who I loved. I
Oh
still
my
love
god,
them,
yeah.
but
I never
like working
thought.
with my sisters were cute as well. I like that for a few
I bet that
years. A few
did
years, I
feel
was gonna say,
school
but
like
yeah,
it was just
it was
like
like there were old women there, not like old women, that's a bit rude actually, but like 40-year-olds just doing drama.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't allow that she just left school. Please don't bring
yeah.
this into workplace. But there were some cute people there, like I loved there was some like cutish people there. I remember me
Yeah,
day, like
yeah.
there was woman and she just always asked how you are. She was so fucking cute. And then transitioning into my other job, which was cleaning,
Yeah.
that was 2 hours a day.
What made you so how did you go from working there? I don't feel like you went from working 40 hours a week to two
No,
hours a
I'll
day.
become unemployed.
Is that what you started doing? Oh, then you started
Yeah,
doing Instagram and stuff.
I become unemployed, and it was still COVID because obviously
Yeah,
COVID went on for a few years.
yeah,
So in all this, it was still COVID, but it weren't like we're still at to lock. Don't go out your house when it's not
yeah,
necessary.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so I was doing that, and then I started to do Instagram then, and I would just posted. But I didn't really think it were gonna go like anywhere. But obviously, 3 years later, it's my job. I love that.
Yeah,
But
go girl.
yeah, I transitioned into. So just doing makeup, 'cause that's what I loved in my free time.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I've
yeah,
always
yeah,
loved to do
yeah,
anyway
yeah.
since I was younger. So I'd just be doing makeup, creating makeup on TikTok, Instagram. And then I thought, oh, I need to earn a bit more money, side hustling. Went to do, no, it's not side hustling, is it? It's an
Yes,
actual proper job, though.
kinda. You just do
Well, I
side
was just working
hustles.
2 hours at cleaning at my old
Secondary school.
secondary school,
I don't know, actually, I've heard people like around here call it high school, and I'm like, I
I wouldn't
never
know,
would
it's
say
because of
that.
high school. What would you say? I think I do say
Secondary.
high school sometimes. High
So
school,
secondary.
secondary school, high school,
Big
secondary school.
school.
Big
You
school,
used to say
yeah,
that,
that's what I
yeah.
was saying. Like, year
I was
6.
just
But
the name.
yeah, went to cleaning at school, and it were alright. I mean, it were all this shit because it was just like 2 hours. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you had
Like
to
it
get
was
up
just
at
so
like
pointless. Like
7 or 6 o'clock in the morning for 2 hours.
yeah, that's what it was. It was like, no, thank you. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't
remember that
like
was a
this.
rough time.
But yeah, I feel like that was. Yeah, I don't think that transitioning into that were as bad as what I transitioned into my first job. Like,
Yeah, because you already had a job, I
yeah,
think,
like
so
I'd
you
already learned skills and I'd already
experience.
know what work
Yeah.
adulting and work life's
What
like,
people are
and
like.
and it were also still a bit
Bitcher.
in
Yeah.
that job. So
I think everywhere I've worked has been bitcher.
I know, innit? It's like, when do people stop? When do people just learn to mind the business?
No, I think that's what it
or
is as
mind
well,
other
because
people's business.
I kind of learned in my last job, a lot of people, only time they have a social life is at work. Do you know what I mean? Like, out of work,
True.
they're quite a homebody, or they're like
Yeah, quite lonely.
in, or like an introvert maybe, or whatever.
Yeah.
But when they're at work, to just chat,
Yeah.
talk shit, spread lies,
Oh, we're gonna
tell
ask.
everyone's drama. They're the people you need to stay away from at work
Stay A.
because they've got nothing on.
Yeah. So we're going to actually ask what you were doing during lockdown. What were your activities going on? But then I feel like,
Do you know what? I feel like
were
I
you
can never remember shit like that.
yeah.
I can, but like,
Well, what were you what were your work like?
I'd started my apprenticeship the year before. Like, I think because COVID started in like COVID-19, it started in December, didn't it?
Yeah.
There started being like cases in December,
Yeah.
November. I can remember, and I started my apprenticeship in, I think, like April, May that year. So then when it got to like Christmas, obviously I was halfway through my apprenticeship.
You would have been in obviously like school because you're like
No, my transition from
4 years
school
older
and
than
shit,
me.
God, that was wild.
What about transitioning from? Because you went to you went to school. So you went to school, sixth form, and then college, and I went to school, no work, and then work life. So
No,
you actually went to
actually,
college,
I
and
went
you went to
from
sixth form.
school to college for like a few days. I think I did one day.
What, just like at a college?
Yeah,
What
to
were you
study
doing
health
for
and
stuff?
social. Like, because I really didn't want to go to sixth form. I thought, fuck that school. I wanted to see the end of it. I wanted to see the back of it.
Yeah,
Did you know what I mean? When you like get to, I thought, no, this
No,
school's
I'm
not
not
for me.
staying here.
I literally was saying like, I was going to apply for sixth form. So when they said you could come in, I was going to say, fuck off. And I think I said it to like a few people in school, and teachers overheard me, but they didn't shout at me. But I can remember a teacher, like, so yeah, when I went to sixth form for one day, college for one day, it was just like, I can remember it was just loads of girls in this classroom, and teacher were talking about what we were going to do all of it 2 years, and like what we could go next, and like all this shit, and I just thought,
college this fall.
yeah, this was college, and I was just like, oh, I just feel like this is for me, and like it just wasn't, I don't know, just wasn't for me, like, and then I rang school up, and I was like, can I come back? Can I come to sixth form? I think I did have a place because like I applied for a few different courses, and then I ended up going to
because you went to that
sixth
school,
form.
I feel like you probably would have had a little bit of a place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think like they give people like, because I did apply for sixth form. Obviously, I applied
sixth form in different schools as well, can't you?
Yeah, I think I was gonna do that, but I managed to like move it around so that all my courses were at Dewar, so I didn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't
well,
know if
I
there's a certain
actually,
name at school on it, but
I don't know. It don't matter. I want. So that was the thing with me. I would have gone to sixth form
yeah.
if sixth form is.
You're
Oh my
actually-
god! I would have gone to sixth form if sixth form was available in our school at the time,
Yeah.
whereas it weren't in our school because the teacher who were doing sixth form, she also took on about 4 other jobs, so she
Yeah.
couldn't. It weren't
Well,
available
so
for our
the sixth
year.
form.
Yeah, it weren't
Is it
available
not
for our
on
year.
anymore then?
Do you know what? I think it did go after our year just went absolutely tits. So we didn't do anything. We didn't do GCSEs, didn't go prom, didn't do sixth form. But yeah, I could have gone to a sixth form to a different school, but that was taken away from what like I kind of wanted to go to. Like, I didn't want to go to college because I didn't like to socialise and have anxiety. In our school, I would have just felt more comfortable because people would have been coming to our school, and I've already been there for like 5 years, so it wouldn't have minded.
Do you know
But
as well,
I didn't go sixth form, but I would have loved
I think
to.
there aren't that many people that come from other schools to like.
Yeah.
I think I've seen like 3 or 4 people in.
If I walk around, I would never see many people.
Like most, like I did. I don't know. I did like health and social. I think that was like a double thing. It might not.
We're pretty hard of social now.
No, it was just. It's just stupid shit health and social in it.
Is it?
Like
Yeah,
obviously,
it's just like,
it is there's a difficulty to it,
yeah,
but it's like
and there's
common
a reason
sense,
to obviously learn
and it's just
it,
like it's just like fire safety,
yeah,
communication,
family building skills,
just like stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Developing
It's
like skills. But I always used to love health and social because it was just like.
We used to just make posters.
You used to just
posters
with
posters.
Pens, with
yeah,
pens,
no, we're doing that in sixth form. She had cheek to say I didn't do my work. Posters. I definitely did do some fucking posters.
I did do some posters.
But yeah, they had cheek to say that I didn't do any work in my. But yes, it was so. And like you could just all sit together.
Yeah, and
copy each other.
Yeah.
Give you your work back and say,
yeah,
this is answer. You need to write this in it, then it'll make it this smart. Like it was just.
What did they do? Oh yeah, sixth form. Like we had.
It was just so. It was just like easy, so I could just do it, but I don't know why they said I fucking didn't end it. But that route actually, it's just like you do like one piece of work, like I like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Like one day we do 1.1, so she'd make us print that off. Then she'd make us print 1.1 and 1.2 off the next day. The next day she'd make us print 1.1, 2, and 3 of like, oh my god. And I just was thinking about doing stuff like that. Not like I was just saying I'm not doing it, but I just didn't do it because I just know I was just gonna end it all. So when it got to like so far in, I was just like, I'm not fucking doing this all the time.
Yeah, you're just telling me fucking want to go.
That were a bit of a.
So that was sixth form.
But that were health and social.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I did.
Actually.
I think I did A-level English language, and that
then
were like.
Did you go to college after you went to sixth form?
No, I stayed in sixth form for like. I think I did like 3 months, 4 months in sixth form.
That's quite a long time.
That's no time. I literally did nothing.
How long do you have to stay in sixth form for?
2 years.
Oh, just like
I got
college.
kicked out like at Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So like September, October, November, December, like 4 months.
Yeah.
But it might have been January. But yeah, anyway, I got like.
What did you do after you got kicked out?
Nothing. Because obviously it was January. Like it was like obviously it was Christmas. I think.
Yeah.
I think I come out at the end of it, and it was like January, and obviously you can't go to college till September. So then I just had 9 months off, and I think I was just partying with Ash and all the time, eating kebabs. I got so unfit. That's when I like put loads of weight on, or like 14, nearly 15 stuff. I can't remember really well, but I was like.
Stone? I thought you
were
going to say you were like age 14, 15.
No, like I was like 14, nearly 15 stone. But I feel like I hide it well anyway. Like when I was like quite big, like I look at photos and I'm like, good shit. Like I was big, but not like massive. Do you know what I mean? I know. Like it were all like I had big thighs, but not like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel like you had a big ass.
I had a big bum.
Yeah.
I had a big belly, but it wasn't like.
See, like I never.
But like I did like dance, and I did a little bit of. Do you know what I mean? I've always like been in and out of dancing as well, so it's like I've always kind of been.
Yeah, and I do.
Fitter, so it's not always just gone like a blob.
Yeah, and I feel like now you're better at like managing your diet and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
but I think all them kebabs and that probably caused the IBS.
Yeah, IBS. So what's the thing like?
Just IBS.
You've got illness, like
I have got the illness.
Yeah, but what is it called? It's not like allergic, or you've got like a diagnosis.
Irritable bowel. Yeah, it's a diagnosis.
I feel like it's just called something.
An illness.
Yeah, I was that
I
one.
think it is, isn't it?
That makes you seem like really, really poorly, but
I am really, really poorly. I have bellyache really every day, and I've got bellyache today.
But yeah, I feel like you're better at managing your diet now.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's come from just being more educated
Well, that
doing
is sixth
food.
form. Oh, did you do it in
No,
that
that was
period
from- To be honest, I don't think I really
So
struggled
was
with IBS in sixth form. I think I started struggling when I got in a relationship, and then I went and worked for NHS. I think that's when I seriously started like, yeah, because I feel like when I moved out for my apprentice, like when I was doing my apprenticeship, I moved out with it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying not to say when I moved out with my ex.
It's
I just didn't want to say it, but I was like, I was gonna have to say because you just. But I can remember I changed milk. Do you know what I mean? I stopped drinking like dairy milk and stuff.
Is that when you
I
realised
kind of
that it was something?
yeah. With my
But do you think
belly.
that it was because you ate so many like bad things that actually
I
caused
don't
it, or do you
know.
think you've always
I
actually
think
had it?
since I've been in like, I feel like I don't want to. Since I've been talking to somebody once a week, I feel like I didn't have to say that. No, I feel like since I've got older, I've realised I've been able to like look back on my life and like when I'm anxious,
Yeah.
I am sick, and like when
Yeah.
there's been a lot of times where I've like been gipping when I'm scared, or like when there's been stuff. Do you know what I mean? There's been like
Yeah.
multiple events or multiple not like situations actually
Yeah.
like when we were going holiday and if our deacon had gone missing,
Yeah.
I would really be gipping, like so panicking, gipping, and then like when there'd be like arguments or uproar in
Yeah.
house and stuff and like things that it fan, I'd like be scared, like gipping at times, and
Yeah.
like when I like, and I feel like that's kind of, you know, like
Had it
the
affected on
stress
that?
and
Yeah.
like, and I've always had like belly aches and
Yeah,
stuff
no, because
what
I was gonna
go
say
with it,
like when something happens like that, you get
and it
like such a feeling
yeah
in your belly
yeah
that you don't
yeah
even know
that's where it
what
is.
feeling it
But do
is.
you know
Like
when like
it's
your
so
belly
weird.
drops when something's so scary?
Yeah,
Like I get
and
that
then you do
so
just feel
often when
sick.
it's like
Yeah,
I can just hear things in my belly will do that. So I
yeah.
think
Like when my sister
I need
obviously had
to
that
see someone.
seizure, and then like we heard it. Now, like when I hear loud noise, all that
Yeah,
my belly just drops and I just feel
yeah,
sick.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is just. I don't think I
I
might.
think that's been a
So I don't think I'm gonna
trigger
get
that's just
IBS,
been
but
going on
one of those.
like all my life to the point now. Like now I'm an adult, like I can recognize how that's caused me
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
IBS. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like
And then
and
when
not
if you're in that
realizing like you're
situation,
anxious, like not realizing situations where I was clearly anxious. Obviously, I
yeah,
was anxious because I was a child who didn't know better. So in all
yeah,
these situations where I was scared and stuff, like it's that relation to like how you feel and how you think and how you feel, but like how you feel and how you physically feel. Do you know what I mean? Because like you can feel
yeah,
scared, you can feel nervous, you can feel that, but then when you feel like physically in pain from it,
yeah.
like
That's
it's
the
hard to make
support
them
though.
connections when you're just like growing up.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it has took me to be like now where I'm like, God, yeah,
like connect, like that's
like I
hard.
need to
Yeah,
like I could need to watch what I eat, or I need to watch how like stressed I'll get in a situation, or
yeah,
like watch like
yeah. Because it does affect you in the long like
yeah,
run,
yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just affecting you, no one else.
But let's not talk about this stress anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Got onto
I
IBS. We
know
just,
IBS and stress comes up too often.
yeah.
But I think what were the transition?
I actually, I think you
I think
talked
so
about when you were doing your apprenticeship, but you didn't
I feel like I
say.
skipped a bit though.
Yeah, you have. You've skipped when you went to Asda.
I skipped when I went to Melton College and
Oh, yeah, when you
Doncaster
did
College.
college and you changed. You
Yes,
must have changed course then. When
so I did health and social.
yeah,
Well, I did health and
because how
social,
did you get?
science, and English language
How
at
did you
sixth
get?
form.
Yeah. So then, how did you get into dance?
Well, so I've always done dance. Obviously, you know I've always
Yeah,
done
dance
dance,
and
right? But
acting.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know you've always done dance, but like,
So my
when did
first
you
year,
actually do it? Because you did loads of shows and stuff. Like, how did
yeah.
you?
Do you know what? I literally,
Did you just change colleges then from sixth form and just be like
yeah. No, because I got
signed
kicked
up a
out.
new
I got
college?
kicked out. Like, so I got kicked out in January. Then I had like January till September to just be like,
Yeah,
what do I want to
figure what you
do?
want to
What do I
do.
want to do? And I've kind of always wanted to just like be an actor or be like in the space where it's like with cameras. But to be honest, when I
I
started
feel like
doing
you've
acting in
always said that though,
college,
like
it
always.
was so I was so fucking scared. Like you would not
Yeah,
believe. Like we had to do a monologue for
I
his
bet,
audition.
yeah, I feel like
I think
it's just such a. I think acting and like dancing, you've got
Yeah.
to have so much confidence.
yeah,
and
in
like,
yourself, like
yeah,
you are
yeah,
the like
yeah. I
thing.
know
But
what
I
you
can
mean.
remember we had to do like a monologue in front of like as an audition to get into college, and I knew about it before. I literally like
Is that like a little confessional?
it's like a
Like you have to talk in front of a camera.
like set. Do you know when she's like 10 things I hate about you? It's just reads that thing.
Yeah.
You have to like you have to read some
I
out
love
that were like a minute
that.
or it was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We like to act it out and like read it without a thing. But like, I know,
So scared.
I am not doing that. Like in front of people, yeah, because I had no
Yeah.
real experience. Like I also did acting and dancing in school, but like
Yeah.
I didn't feel like
And feeling like other people have got more experience than you.
yeah,
That's like
I was like
scary as
so
well.
scared. And obviously, I had a year off as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, so I
Yeah,
went,
so
should
you're
have gone
like
to sixth
catching up
form,
while everyone's
so I felt a
already.
bit behind. And then
Yeah.
I can remember her last I went to school with, she were on the course and she were like going on to like the course that I was going on to, and I was like, I kept texting her like, oh my god, what do like literally I fucking probably. She's probably fed up with me. I was like messaging her all the time, like I need to do this. Like, what monologue shall I do? Can you give me
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Like, I
like, can you
literally,
help?
and then yeah, I got there and I was like, oh, I didn't know we had to do a monologue. Alex was just bald-faced lied. I just was like, I didn't know we had to do one. I just pretended that I didn't. I think I had like two practiced as well because I kind of obviously I did know.
So
I got there. I thought I'm not doing this. This is just I just can't do it. Because I think as like. I think as well, like I could
Did you
see
do it,
people
though?
doing the
Did
audition.
she tell? Did
I
she
think
say?
I think I told her I'd not had one, and she was like, "Well, just go practice this one." Da, da, da. So like I had to practice while
Oh,
other
like
people were doing
practice
the
one that she'd already
auditions.
made up, maybe like.
Yeah, not like I think it was just like
Yeah,
probably the book of monologues or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But like before, we had to do like group exercises where you have to like dance around class like idiot. Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, I
like
feel
not
like
athletic
yeah,
at all. Just doing a warm up. This is what you do in
I
class.
feel like
Like
they make
just
you do stuff like that, and it's like
yeah.
this is just
To
what's
get
in
you
the
out,
curriculum.
to get you
Yeah,
more
yeah,
comfortable, but like out of a comfort zone.
yeah.
But obviously everybody were like singers and dancers anyway. And to be honest, so I did really, really want to do dance because dancers like when you're 16, like 16, 17, your dance level has got to be quite high. Like I was
Not
fat,
advanced.
I was heavy, I was eating kebabs
Yeah.
literally like probably 3-4 days a week. I'd have chips and
Yeah.
kebab, and I would drinking 3-4 days a week as well, like for like 9 months.
Do you think
Like
that
obviously not all the time, but
obviously
like
lowered your confidence then from naturally
yeah,
dancing?
yeah. So then when I got to college and I was like felt like shit. Well, no, so I wanted to do dance, but like I
Yeah.
was too scared. And then like I read that it was like dancing, singing, and acting anyway when you got there, but you didn't have to take part in all three. Like
Yeah.
you had the choice to like dabble or whatever.
Yeah. Like the choice
So
is
when
there.
I thought I'm just gonna do acting because I did really want to be an actor. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a dancer as well, but like I don't know, I've always just been
I
drawn
feel
to them
like
both.
I feel like
Both,
they're them. The
yeah.
both of them are
I
quite
feel like
similar.
like
and
bathing. I was gonna say bathing.
Bathing.
Dancing is something I've always like really loved, and I've always like really like took serious. Not really took compared to acting. Like I did dance out of school. I like proper tried hard to dancing.
Yeah.
Like in school. Like
Yeah.
I think I got like an A star.
I feel
Don't
like
think
even
I
like
know I did get an A star
did.
or distinction star, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I did like classes at
Even like
at
before
Street
that though,
Vibes.
you've always
So like I've always danced and
even
like
with
med
us
dances
and
above.
stuff. Yeah.
I've never been like at like a proper advanced level where I should have been
Yeah.
at 16, 17 because like I wasn't consistently doing it. But like
Yeah.
I really, really loved it. And like obviously I don't think there was
feel
much
like
opportunity for like acting. I think I did a bit of
Yeah.
acting at like dance because they used to have a class on, but like I didn't really do it. So like when I did it at college, like when I was applying for college, I thought I'm not really good at dancing. Acting's just talking. I feel like I can
Yeah,
act. I can
Yeah. Put a show
definitely
on.
act. I can definitely. I lied my way in
Yeah.
anyway, so that were a bit of
Yeah.
an act. But so yeah, I did that. But then I did a year of acting, and it was for me, but it wasn't. Like there were elements that I were like,
You
oh
just
my
like
god, I
dancing
love
a
this.
bit more.
Yeah,
Or
but yeah, that's
were you
what I'm
doing
like.
them both at the same time and felt more like
Yeah,
happier doing
his
dancing?
first
So then
show,
I
it
feel
was like dancing, singing, and acting. So like we
Yeah.
did all come together. We did like a pantomime. So then I did get along with a lot of dancers anyway.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
like when I met like Tegan,
Yeah.
everyone from college. So then I did really get along with all dancers. So I thought like these are more my people.
Yeah.
And then I think I got along with fewer actors, but not as well.
Yeah.
And then when I were in acting classes, like we were just doing crazy shit in drama.
Yeah.
It's like just the craziest
Yeah.
shit. Like you'd have to do like melodramatic, so it'd have to be like so dramatic, and then you'd
Yeah.
have to do like 1 week we have to commit. We had to. This is another time. We had to rehearse a monologue, a really good monologue, and do it in front of a camera, in front of everyone. I literally just did not go to college that day. That's how bad. Like, oh well, we had to
That
do
would have
this thing where
definitely been. I would have
we had to do
definitely
hot
done that,
seats
though.
where like
I would have
everyone sat
definitely
across
done
from each other in chairs. They were like boys on one side, girls on the other side, and like they just like sat down on a chair and they just had to talk to each other in front of everybody.
Just like
I
a
literally just went for a
comedy.
walk. Me, I was just like wandering around
I'm
college,
going
just trying
now.
to find like I
Yeah.
found a toilet on the third floor that was great to have a shit in, and I thought this is my piece. This is what
This
I
is
am
where
meant
I
for.
need to be.
But
We
yeah,
had to do one of them in school, and I think we're in year 11. But oh my god, yeah, we're in year 11. It was for like a GCSE in English.
yeah,
We had to rehearse something or like make a story up or something,
yeah,
revise it for like a week, go into school, but we didn't have to like do it in front of everyone. The
yeah.
teacher took us in a classroom, and then she'd take us back to the classroom and she'd be like, we have to do it on a camera to get graded on that for
Yeah,
our like
yeah,
GCSEs.
yeah.
And I was like, I didn't go to school that day. I swear
you-
to God, I did.
See,
not go to
that's what
school
I
that
mean.
day.
Like we've got the same
I was
kind
like,
of
Mum, I'm
fears.
not, yeah, I was just wanging school for that. But
That's
yeah,
why I just cop
no.
up. But I don't want to be that person. I want to be a person who, like, if I ever got this chance again,
Yeah,
going forward, like,
no,
I'm just gonna go for the shit.
and that's what that's what I was saying
why
about
not?
college. Like when I didn't go to college, like now as I'm older, I like that was such a stupid decision. And
Yeah.
like I could have done so much
Yeah,
more
I
stuff.
think that's what I mean.
Not like I don't
First
like
year, I
where I
was
am
so
now, 'cause
nervous.
I do love what I'm
Yeah.
doing now, but I feel like I could have done more. I could have done more with my makeup
Yeah.
or done more like.
Yeah.
Not like I can't do that now, but do you know what I mean? It's just like you just realise that I
Yeah.
should have just took that step.
Think about it though.
'Cause
When
why
I went
not?
to when I first went to college, I didn't dare do a monologue. I didn't dare speak.
Yeah,
Like I
true.
was like so scared to do all that shit. Like even though I went on an acting course, but like once I went onto dance course, and then like I really did a few courses. I mean, a few shows with dance. Like I think in the end of year show, like I did like an acting piece, and I did. I think it might have been in my end of my first year show, but like I did an acting piece, and I spoke in front, and I like in front of an audience, and I was shitting myself, but
yeah,
like I did it confidently, and I thought,
yeah,
like when I didn't even dare like speak or do a monologue in front of people, because I thought like I'm gonna say something, my words aren't gonna come out right, or like or they'll not get like. I thought like
yeah, but I feel like when I come and see your show, I feel like I see you be so much more confident, and so
yeah.
like, I feel like you talked a little bit in that, or you had to like sing, or obviously not like doing
No,
a solo
solos.
or whatever, but like I don't know, like you are.
Yeah.
You were just so much more confident when you were doing that
Yeah,
show.
and I can remember when I went into my second year, and then
Obviously, you
like I
were
was
scared
proper
for
into.
everyone
I
to
had to like.
come, but
I had to
you're like, I'm
ask
so
if.
scared for everyone to watch me, but like you're still smashing.
Yeah.
They were like one of your.
But that's what I mean when I got into
favourite
second year, and I was like I want to move on to dance course.
Yeah.
Like everyone else just stayed in their courses, but I didn't really
Yeah.
like mine, so I moved, and then I was scared to perform. Like fucking hell, I feel like everybody backstage used to be so pissed off at me, because I'd literally go on stage like, oh my god, I love you so. Like I'd literally like people like, hey, just calm down,
Just
like
chill.
because I'd not really done that shit, but like
Yeah.
they were just like professionals. Like then they'd be like, you just do too much backstage, and I'm like, I'm just really excited and I love you so much. Like it's just crazy. That's all it is.
Excited.
It's just such a like overwhelming feeling, but in a good way. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, when I went into second year, because like I proper tried, like I pushed myself, like I could nearly do splits, like we're doing like good tricks, like I learned a lot that I was as nervous because like I knew my ability. Do you know what I mean? Like not like, oh my god, I'm better than everyone, because I knew for a fact like literally I couldn't even do splits and everyone else could do fucking splits. So I knew for a fact, not like it was just bottom line, if you can't do splits you won't go. But like do you know what I mean? Like I knew I had so much more to grow. So like I didn't ever feel like, oh, I'm better than everyone. But like I felt like I could dance at a level that when you're watching everybody, I wasn't fucking stood in corner looking like
you could dance like
a step behind. Do you know what I mean? Like I could keep up and I could like do the choreo and it looked in line. And then that's when I think I got like some good feedback off like my teachers and stuff, and I started to realise it in myself. And then after that I was so much less nervous, but like so much more, because I think it was because I'm more confident in myself. Do you know what I mean? I think me being nervous because I doubted myself. I didn't think I were able to be in that space. I didn't think I was good enough at acting. And like I didn't have much. Like I did acting in school, but like
it's not as much. It's not as to compare to probably like college.
And like acting, I feel like it's just
college,
like it's just talking. And like obviously it's not like acting. It's like it is a really fucking hard skill. But like some people, it's like it's either natural, like you have it, or you don't. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm more scared to like someone be like, you actually ain't got it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, fuck off, because I don't give a shit what you was there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep swearing.
So what? So I'm gonna say. So how long did you stay in college then for the full 2 years? Like, did you do college 2 years?
And then I applied for Asda as well while we were at college.
And then you applied for Asda. And what? I feel like, cause you
I feel
were
like all my shit overlapped, to be honest, after that.
Yeah. What were you doing, like, Asda? Were you doing Asda and college?
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. I can remember I did like 3 days at college.
What was that like, doing like college?
I'd come back from college on a Tuesday, and then I'd go to work.
Because you'd be in like education, and then you'd be in work life.
Yeah, but it was quite good because Asda, they have this like scheme where if you're in education, they really will work around you and like whatever's best for you. And like if you've got like when I had shows coming up, they'll work around it. Like everything that I had that were related to my college, like it was so good. So and then you were able to like go onto a seasonal contract where you just work bank holidays if you're in uni. So it did have like good benefits.
Remember, actually, I think you told me to apply for Asda because it did that.
They did have quite a few good benefits, and they had like, but to be honest, I don't think they've got all rolling benefits now.
I applied for Open as well. Didn't get it.
Yeah, we're doing like 3 days at college, or maybe 4 days. Can't remember if it was 3 or 4 days at college, and then 2 or 3 days at Asda. But then I'd like pick up extra shifts. Yeah. So I was doing 12 till 8 on a Saturday. That, to be honest, I was just like 18-year-old girl, just like needed money. College didn't pay that much, obviously.
See, in my first job, there were a lot of overtime, but because it was like 8 hours working in a factory, like, I want to do overtime, but like sometimes it was time and a half. So because I was so young, I was like, should I? But then it'd just go on cafe in the morning, like tomorrow morning, or like a takeaway tomorrow night when I do shifts. So.
See, a lot of my shifts at Asda were like 4-hour shifts, or like, well, not a lot of them, but like I had a consistent like 4-hour and 8-hour shift that I would always do, and then
it was just picking up.
But I think like that got to a point where I don't know how. So I think I left college and I actually started working more time at Asda because I was gonna go to uni, but I don't know, I feel like nobody went. Like a few people went to university, but like none of my close mates or like I was close to college. Like none of us went to uni, so.
I feel like it's
and obviously, I can remember me saying that if I would have gone to uni, then we would have broke up. So I was like, do you know, you're just obviously fucking stupid. That But,
do you wish you went to university now, though, looking back, or do you?
I don't know, because I would have probably gone to do dance or acting. I feel like
it would have got you up.
I've seen a few people who've gone to university who've done dancing and acting, and like.
They're not where you would have wanted to.
No, they are in good. They've done like good things, but they're not in. They've not done anything that I thought, oh, I've really missed out on. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like
you
like they've probably got a degree, and then if you're not you're gonna have to still really work hard. So I feel like it's not really. It might have done. It's probably opened doors for them. And I am happy for everybody that's gone to university or went to college. But
definitely worked.
I'm not saying like that, but I feel like. It's not made me think, oh, I really wish I went to university and did dance. Or like, but so then I didn't end up going. To be honest, I'm going to think about it. I feel like it could have just. No, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I think, granted, the past few years haven't been the best.
Yeah.
And if I would have gone to college, uni.
Yeah.
Who said I would have even lasted anyway?
And I feel like there's people who have not like been to uni, like they've not been to uni, and look, they're probably in like multi-millionaire films and stuff. So it's like you don't need that.
But then I was gonna go to uni when I did
nursing.
Yeah, like I started my
I remember that
access course to access to university course.
What were it like going from like
so going from college? I feel like going from college to then working that I felt a bit shit in myself because I thought, like, what am I doing now? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
Not like I was doing so much or like I had so
I know
much,
what you
but
mean.
like
You feel like
I felt like I had a proper good. Like I were in education. Like obviously I had a little break, but like I felt like I was starting to get back into education. I was like starting to get shit again, and I thought maybe, and then I ended up just being at
Asda. Like no one aspires to work at Asda. So I don't. So
I
also no one aspires to work in a warehouse. So when I was there, I was like, this is not what I. And then everyone's like, why are you leaving? It's like I'm only like 18. Like, do you really think I want to stay in this warehouse job for the rest? Like you, who's doing some cleaning boxes outside? Absolute no way. I've got so much more. Just because I didn't go to college, it don't mean that I don't have way many more plans for my life. Like I could have definitely, like I could have gone and done makeup.
I think
like,
you staying
after
in
and
that
stuff,
job as well at such a young age.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I mean.
so-
When people are just
such
like
a
so
waste of
confused, like,
time.
why are you leaving? What are you gonna do now? I'm like, I'll find something.
Yeah,
People
anything
are
will be an
weird.
upgrade.
People are weird. I'd rather find
Yeah,
something
yeah.
where people are not weird than stay in a place where people are
Yeah.
weird.
I think though, when I were at Asda, and then like it was
You
just a
felt
bit like
uncomfortable.
I were in a bit of a time I wasn't getting much
Yeah,
pay, obviously, because it's not like a very
you're
good
just gonna
job. So
stand
it
up
was like,
pay, yeah.
and then obviously I
And
lived with
minimum
my
wage is a
ex,
bit.
so that was just such a shit time to like have no money. And then I
Yeah.
think I just
And your driving
started with-
lessons, were
obviously I paid for
'Cause
the driving
that's-
lessons
yeah,
and stuff, like
that-
having to get money off my nana and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean, fund the lifestyle
I know,
that
yeah. You
I
can
couldn't
feel
really
shit when
do.
you're like in something where you feel so confused and like,
Yeah,
am I gonna go up for me? I
yeah.
don't want to go down. I don't
And
want to go
obviously
back
I
down.
love dancing, and like I was so
Yeah,
passionate
but then
about
you
it.
have
And then
to
when I left, I thought,
Yeah, but then
what can I do?
in that meantime, you could just like think you were still doing education. It weren't like you left.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
were still like getting up there and like getting
Yeah.
your grades up and
But
stuff.
to be honest,
and
when I
getting
were at Asda,
skills.
like they had good things going on. To be honest, I do
Yeah.
tills, I do kiosk, I
Yeah.
do bakery. But I
Yeah.
feel like I think it just wasn't enough pay. And then I can remember, I think like obviously
If you just
my
want a
ex
career
used to have like a
change, I
job
feel
every
like
week, and I was like, I
Yeah.
might just look for another job.
yeah.
And I started looking, and I seen an apprenticeship for NHS, and I thought,
Yeah, 'cause
wow,
that's what I'm
never
gonna
seen
say,
that
like-
before. It's like if I would have seen that at like 16, 17, I probably would
Yeah.
have gone for
But-
that. But
yeah.
like,
So
maybe
what
not
were you
have-
when you're like
I
seeing
think I was
NHS?
I was like 19. I don't
Yeah.
know. So we're like
That's
literally
quite
nine.
young. That is young.
Oh my god! And I worked literally £3.90 an hour. So imagine going from Asda, like it wasn't
my
like
God,
a very
bless
good
you.
wage, but it obviously
Were you
wasn't
on, like-
£3.90 an
Were
hour.
you doing like part time at NHS as well because you were still going to college, or
Yeah. So so then
did you end
I started
college
applying
and
for
then-
college, and it was like 3 stages. No, not 3 steps. Like
a college or NHS?
no, to get into like it were so I did college and NHS sorry, I got that mixed up. I did Asda when
Yeah.
I left
left
dance. I left dance,
yeah.
and then I went at Asda doing
Yeah.
just Asda on its own,
Yeah.
and then that wasn't enough. And then I applied for NHS, and then because that were an apprenticeship, you had to go to college as well.
Yeah.
So then we had to like do like multiple interviews, and like I think there were like 3 or 4
you
rounds,
went to
and like
college just a day, like hospital.
yeah, so I did
Like-
1 day a month at college for NHS, and
Yeah.
then we just did like all of the time on a ward.
Yeah.
But like we
Like
did like
training up to be
yeah, but we
a
did
sport
we did a
worker.
month first. I like just not intense training, but like sorry.
So,
But yeah, like when I started my apprenticeship, we did like I feel like 3 week, 4 week of like just learning everything to do. Do you know
yeah.
how to take observations, how to take blood pressure,
Yeah.
do all that stuff. What else like
I bet that was quite
stroke?
fun.
Yeah, see, oh my
Like,
god, it
'cause
was
you-
scary. We had to
'cause,
do a
like,
care
being so
certificate, and it was like
young.
thick as shit. You had to answer, oh my god, all these questions. It was like, to be honest, it was actually it was like really good because it was like I felt like, oh my god, I'm really learning stuff.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
like,
mean? Like it's stuff that I
eye-opening,
didn't
oh
know.
my God.
It's like stuff that you
Learning
kind of
new
know, like you
skills.
kind of just kind of
You
know
get-
things, but then
yeah.
you like really start knowing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what a heart is, you know what your
Yeah.
organs are. So when you start really like learning
And, like,
how they function and
like,
stuff, it's like
yeah.
I did find it quite interesting. And then so I did 5 days a week doing that,
Yeah.
and then I did a Saturday at Asda. And I did that for about 4 months, and I was trying to get onto that seasonal contract where I could just work bank holidays because we had bank holidays off on his apprenticeship, so I
Yeah.
could work at Asda. But then it took like 3 months. They were just messing me about. They sent me a letter saying you've got a meeting next week to
Oh,
put you on
yeah.
seasonal. And then I went to
And-
staff. They're like they didn't know
That's
about it.
just so
Somebody
unorganised.
just wrote a letter up. So then I ended up just like writing me.
Notice. I'm gone.
Yeah, just left.
Yeah.
Which were probably a bit disrespectful, but they were disrespecting my time. Like I was
Yeah.
literally working fucking 6 days a week, and like
Yeah.
I doing 8 hours at college. Bear in mind I was traveling to Sheffield,
Yeah.
bus and train back,
Yeah. but,
and then
like,
obviously
it's
doing
money
a
as
Saturday,
well.
waking up early as like oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, not waking up very early, but like having to get up to do an 8 hour shift at Asda, like
Yeah.
just was not the one. And then have
No,
Sunday off.
Especially when
and then
you're
I was just-
learning all about like
I was just going
NHS,
yeah.
like,
But I mean, and I could not take it in at times. Like I felt like it was.
overwhelmed, like
I was like, oh my god, this is just too much. Like, how am I
Yeah.
going to go onto a ward and like remember? He might have a stroke, he might have diabetes, he might have
Yeah.
this, he might have that, he might have this, he might have
Yeah.
that. Like, it was just so much. But to be honest, when I finally quit my job at Asda, and then went into that job at NHS. Like, I feel like that would probably hardest transition, like from from school to anything. Like, just the amount of pressure, and like I was like 18, 19, so there were people who were like way younger than me doing apprenticeship, and they were just on wards just doing the same as me, and like I would be literally like on my own looking after a patient
Yeah.
and doing like I'd have to do a full wash, doing like the maddest shit. Like, I swear to God, like as an apprentice, like not as an apprentice, just as a support worker, you do crazy shit, just like washing people, like seeing dead people, doing all that stuff. Like, it was crazy, and I was thinking, this is just wild. But like, I did enjoy it.
At
Like,
the same time.
yeah, like I did. I used to. I can remember there was this last time my cousin. She was like a few years younger than me, and I used to be like, she used to handle it so well. Like, she used to just like, I just like, I know for a fact when I was your age, like I could have not done this. Like, there were no way. Like, I think like my attitude, like my empathy, like
your maturity,
everything. Like,
how old was she?
I'm sure she was like 16.
Oh my God!
And like, it was weird as well because like, obviously she was doing an apprenticeship. She was getting £3.90 an hour. I was 19. I was getting £3.90 an hour. I could have done this like other thing called Prepared to Care, where you just do the like course in 2 weeks, and then you just go work up ward, and then like you're under supervision for like 6 months kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like I did a year-long course that took piss, that paid £3.90 an hour. They had to do multiple exams, multiple chuffing essays about shit. Just like, today I walked in at 7 o'clock. I had to check the door was closed behind me because I work on a stroke ward and the patients are vulnerable.
That's a lot of work. But I feel like
just to know that you know it.
You do learn. Does come with maturity. I feel like you would learn.
But I feel that's why I'm
maturity,
thankful for that, because like, granted, I'm not in that space anymore, and I'm not going into it. Like, I've learned a lot of skills from that job. Like,
and you've got them skills for like life now.
Yeah, like definitely. Like, obviously, I do forget. I obviously have forgot.
It's good that you have like and like a good refresh wouldn't hurt no one.
But like, my people skills are a lot better because of the hospital.
I feel like when you have like oh my God, my mind's just gone blank. Safety, what's it called?
Oh, safety.
Yeah, training. First aid training.
Yeah.
Because you have first aid training. I didn't even have that, and I think that's so cool. Yeah. Well, it's like not cool. It's not cool if you need to do.
But like, I don't really know what I'd do.
Yeah, true.
I feel like
you've just.
If I see somebody in the street and they were her, I probably wouldn't know what to do. But if like any of my family were her, I know what to do. What's the best for them now? Yeah. Like, I'd be more scared to get sued in the street for like moving somebody.
True. Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to move people when they've had accidents and stuff. You're actually supposed to keep them still.
Well, I feel like I've also got. But I'm not dumb. I know like some basic things, but like not even like first aid training. I just feel like you've got so much. Like I feel like you've just got so much skills. Yeah. From being in that job.
I can remember I had to like do CPR, and I know obviously like
and I feel like just
and I feel like that. I feel like
taking blood and stuff like that. That's such like a.
I probably couldn't take blood.
Like even information of people, like having to like see 6 people. That's like babysitting, basically 6 people. That's like having to understand all that information, write all that information down. That is such.
Yeah, because like every morning and like end of your shift, you'd have to do a full handover, like from day stuff to night stuff and back and forth, and like they'd have to tell them everything what they're gonna do that day. And it would like some shit nurses be doing. I'd be like you've got to do an infusion. He's on like what's it called, like blood glucose every like hour. Then you've got to like adjust his insulin, and then you've got to do this, and then they've got a bloody other meter running at the same time, and then someone's gonna have to check their thing because they're scoring a 15, so they need the blood pressure. It used to be like crazy shit, and then like I used to feel like I used to really want to help the nurse and feel like like because obviously I'd hear all that and I'd be like, God, that sounds like so much. So I would like want to help, and I feel like that got me to the point where then I was more confident not to like be independent. But like I think in 2 years that I think like 2 years, 6 months or whatever that I worked there, like I did get a lot of skills because like I was really like down to help people. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of time people would be like, oh, can you help me? Do you know what I mean? Like if there were loads of people on, like I would get called for help a lot because like obviously not know everybody else because they would have like new staff on, but they know they could rely on me.
Yeah, always.
I don't really want to say that actually, but I feel like because I am a reliable person and I was like good at my job, and like
People cover line, yeah, and that is good.
And I did like whatever training programs like.
And you were
did
always
with
open
Chrome,
up
I'd be
for
like,
to learn new skills
Yeah.
and like just be in new
Yeah.
spaces. Because why
And like
not?
I always like
why
like, and I
not
think as
wanting to
well,
learn
our
something
an
new?
apprenticeship.
You don't want to just be like say if you learn blood from start, like 3 years later, you would
Yeah.
hopefully be wanting to be on something else. Like
Yeah,
obviously still do bloods, but you
progressing.
still want to like
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
something else because why? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But I can remember as well when I were in
There's
apprenticeship.
lots of stuff to learn
like
in a job like that.
on my ward, on the first ward, like a lot of support workers did the care plans on the computer. So like I got learned how to do them. So someone taught me how to do those.
Yeah, someone taught us.
Like, and then I got like quite familiar doing them as an apprentice.
Yeah.
And then when I went to be a support worker on another ward, obviously I could do that. And then a lot of them were just so funny. They're like, you shouldn't be able to do them. Bearing in mind, I used to do them better than some of the nurses. And I'm not gonna lie, I will call you alright because some of y'all used to just put observed, slept, or like as care as planned,
when you would
which is just like care as planned, and I used to actually fill it in fully properly. And I used to let people just put care as planned, care as planned, care as planned.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, I used to fill them in.
Yeah.
So and I didn't have the special 3 years in university to fill it in. But yeah, then like obviously.
Did you feel like NHS were a lot more of a adult in job than than Asda?
I appreciated the responsibility because
I
felt
you're
like
still young in NHS, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, like I felt like I was still young, but like I was trusted to do a lot, and I wasn't doing no wrong. I wasn't doing no shit. Like I literally do the job properly. Like I would like try. Obviously, there were times where I like mess about and think, well, that's me as a person. That won't be like people like you're unprofessional or whatnot. Like every person I've worked with in every job is unprofessional at times. So.
Yeah,
you just don't stick out like I'm more unprofessional.
Yeah, like
when I were an apprenticeship.
Obviously, like if a patient's ill, you're not going to mess about on like ward. Obviously, that is unprofessional. If someone's like patient needs help and you're like ignoring them all of that, obviously that's unprofessional. But if you're just having a laugh in your break time, like shut the fuck up, Karen. Sit down and eat your sandwich for a ram it down.
So we're never like disrespectful towards patient. But yeah, well, it's like. But yeah, I was never disrespectful towards patients. Do you know what I mean? No. Like if I were unprofessional, it were probably in the workspace, but not like around patients.
And that's the only time I feel like you have to be.
But like staff used to be, oh my god, like
because I'm not being funny when I used to work cleaning at school, I'd be like I'd not like be professional because the cleaner's not. You don't have to be professional, but obviously in the morning I would just be like, "Oh morning," like obviously be nice to staff, and then when I go in cleaning cool with my mate, I'd just be like chatting shit, like, "Oh for fuck's sake, can't be asked to be here today."
Yeah,
and like it's not like it's just I'm not being professional around my friend because why the fuck do I need to be?
Yeah, but that's what I mean as well. People pick and choose when they want to be professional at work, but then when I call card like they're top go. Yeah, but that's what I mean when I were doing the care plans on other ward, and then people started doing like talking shit, and then I just thought, right, I'm actually just helping. I'm just helping the nurse because she's a bit busy and she needs a care plan, so I'm just doing it because it's straightforward. I've been looking after this patient, so why can't? And then that's when it got to a point where I thought I can't really be asked working here because no matter how much you did, like God, I learned how to do bloods, cannulas. I learned how to do ECGs. Learned how to do and then nobody like. Everyone was just like
not like you
talk shit or just we're doing it for respect or like doing it for it, but
you
don't talk to me like shit. Like fuck me, I'm just literally just like trying. I'm trying. Obviously, we're doing my access course. That were like hard work. A lot of people who would like a lot of nurses I'd ask for help. They'd be like, God, do you know what access course? It can be harder than uni.
Yeah,
that's how hard it was. Obviously, doing that on top of like learning how to do bloods and cannulas, and then like working fucking relentless
people
shit.
Just don't respect your
and then just getting put back
work effort sometimes.
Yeah, and then I think as well because I was like a young lad in a mainly female dominated industry.
Yeah,
not like that's like I'm not trying to be like sexist or like that, but I think a lot of men are undermined and
because I think
underappreciated in that field. Like sometimes it's either they love them, like do you know what I mean, or they hate them. Like there used to be like a few gay men who'll be at work and like they'd love them, but there weren't any men who you'd just like. You either loved them or can't stand them. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like girls, it was just like
everyone's loved it,
free for all. Just like you might like them, might not. Talk shit about them anyway because bitch you.
Yeah,
but
feel like we're gonna ask, do you have any advice or tips for people that are listening from transitioning to adult life, from school life to adult life, or is it just anything that you'd wanna get out there to the people that?
I think. Let me have a little bit. Yeah, I think if you don't know what to do after school, like when you're leaving school or like after, just go to college. Try and find something that just makes you a little bit happy, kind of relates to something that you kind of think you want to do, but just use that time to just have a think about what is next for you. But I think definitely meet new people at college. I think just making that step out of school into a new environment, like as an adult, where you can actually remember these new memories that you're gonna met. Do you know what I mean? And you're the decider of who you met friends with now. You're the
decider of your own life.
Like you've got
enough control of your life.
You've got enough control to like keep going forward. So like just take it how it comes. Because life is life, and I feel like if you go to college, if you don't go to college, if you get a job, you don't get a job, if you're struggling, everything will come together as long as you're working for it. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're not sat on your ass just thinking, why me? What's this? Like, what shall I do? As long as you're like, just take a little bit of time to research something, spend one day doing something that's close to what you want to do, or just try and just put it into your daily life, and then eventually it will all come into play. But you don't have to go to college to be successful. You don't have to like get a job after school to be successful. You just need to truly find your happiness, and then truly find what you want to do, and then you'll be successful. Because that's what success looks like to me.
I love that. I think I would tell the peeps that not tell the peeps because that's cringy. I'd tell the listeners that if you're thinking about not going to college, please take that step on going to college, because I think when you get older, you will realise that it is a silly decision that you made, like me. But I'm not unhappy where I am now, so it's not like my life's gone to shit and your life's going to go to shit, because you can always, and I can always start back whenever. I can always go and learn a new skill. I can there's not a time. I'll just have to pay, but that's my own fault. But no, I feel like there's just never a time. You'd have to go to college like after school if you don't want it, if you don't feel ready. Like I didn't even have no social skills. I didn't even dare talk to the next person. But now I would talk to 10 people in a room.
You could go to college now.
Yeah, I would go to college and I'd step in if you confident as fuck, I think. But 2 years ago, I weren't so confident. So, because I feel like even finishing school, you're not like, you're still young. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're still very young,
Like so what I said I wanted to do when I left school.
I feel like right now is like the probably nice time that I would have liked to go to college, where I've actually understood life better. Like, I can drive. I actually know like shit that's going on. And I still feel like I'm too young to fucking drive. I'm 21.
But that's actually good. And I think if you take anything from that advice, it's not don't go to college, and it's not don't do anything after school. It's you need to find something that you're interested in, or find something that you're passionate about, or find something that you just find something that you just want to do, or find something that interests you, and then just somehow put that into your future, because that's what you need to do. That's the only way you're going to find happiness.
So I feel like I didn't go to college.
Don't do it for anybody else. Don't think, oh, my mum wants me, my family does this, anybody does this, and like really find like if you want to do art, if you want to do dance, if you want to perform, if you want to sing, if you want to bloody, I don't know, be a lawyer, if you want to like help people, just try and fit it into your life, but don't think you've got to play the cards how everybody else has played them. Don't think you have to go to college. Because sometimes it might be a good step for you. College might be the right step if you know what you want to do. But it's not the wrong step if you don't.
Like, you have to go to school, then college, then graduate at uni, and it's like you're just taking it. Just don't come to you at that time. If things just don't fall into your hands at that time, it just don't.
And if you're not like us and have like crazy lives anyway.
God.
Going to college is not just going to be an easy walk in the park. Like it's
Spirit.
Not trying to. I feel like we're getting bad advice, but life is a roller coaster. So going to college, not going to college, getting a job, not getting a job. There's going to be some really difficult times, and there's
Yeah.
going to be some really good times.
And it'll always
But you've
work
just got to
out for
make
you in the
sure
end.
what you're doing is right for you
Yeah.
and not for anybody else. That's the
Yeah.
main piece of advice.
Yeah.
Just do it for you.
Do it for you.
Do what
no one
you
else.
feel like
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah, I love that. Sorry, I was going to say one more thing. I think, yeah, do it for you, because I was so bit what's so morbid. Bit thinking about. I had my first panic attack. I had my first not panic attack. I had my first anxiety attack. Sorry, when I didn't go to college because I was too scared that what other people thought. My mum was like, "Love, like, I don't think anything. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. I'm not forcing you. You do what is right for you." And then after she said that, I was like, I actually felt so much better. I didn't even go to college, and I didn't feel like bad about going to college then, because I did what's best for me. And now I'm so happy because I've just done what's best for me. I've just done that. Like, I've just done that. I've just done what's best for me, and I'm happy. So I want everyone else to do what's best for them, and they'll be happy too.
Yeah. So do what's best for you, and if that means being a bitch to us,
So
find something fucking else to do. No, find something else to do, because I ain't fucking running them lines. Don't know what that means, but I'm gonna wrap it up because we've been talking shit for 70 minutes.
Lots of shit. I love chatting shit, because that's what we're here for. I keep looking at this.
Hopes everyone's liked the pumpkins. They didn't get
much attention
last time, but we tried to do a little Halloween
display next week. It's still Halloween.
Said the same word then.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Love that. Yeah, Halloween episode next week. Might do some juicy
trick or treat questions. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
We'll play a game next week. So
I think we're gonna play a game.
Stay
get a drinky
tuned.
drink. Get a little tequila and a glass of wine.
Ooh.
So get ready. Actually.
What, next Monday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're doing this Friday anyway, aren't we?
Well,
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So we're just gonna drink like Anyway, don't forget, if you see us face, to interact, like, comment, subscribe
on all platforms,
anywhere,
YouTube and Spotify,
Instagram. Chad, is your belly okay?
No,
that's proper raving.
Social media has been on go.
It's because we're talking about it, so it's like see you next Wednesday for a brand new episode 7.
See you next Wednesday, the day before Halloween.
Woo!
All Hallows Eve.
Fuck it. Goodbye. Love yous.
Calling Millie. Over and
out. Period, bitch.